Hi, I'm Andy Price, and welcome to ConStars.
What's going on, fellow Con Crashers? This is Justin Sprower, and I'm here at MegaCon in Orlando, Florida, and I'm here with MLP comic book artist Andy Price. Andy, thank you so much for being part of this interview.
You are very welcome.
Now, I'm a big fan of your work in the My Little Pony comic book series. I love your craft. It's beautiful. How did you apply this to MLP?
Well, when the job first came down the pike, the main concern that I had was to make sure that I was not copying the show. And I was not interested in just being a cookie cutter artist. If that was what they wanted to do, then just get clips from the show or, screen grabs.
Yeah.
And I told them, I wanted to make sure that this looks like a comic book. And they were like, well, what do you mean? And I showed Hasbro what I was, what I wanted to do. And they were like, that's great. And they let me take off. And that's one of the things that they've been very good about is, letting all of the artists kind of explore their own take on things while still remaining within the world.
Is it rather difficult to apply your craft to, say, other comic book series?
No, I always kind of blame it on the pencil, whatever comes out of the pencil. And that sounds silly, but there's some part of me that kind of believes that. I never know what I'm going to do until it comes out. So any job that I get, I might approach it with a more serious style or a more cartoony style, but whatever I do, I always try to make sure that emotion and storytelling is in the forefront. Regardless of what kind of work I'm doing, that's the most important thing to me.
Excellent. Now, I understand that you actually used to work for Marvel and DC. What was it like going from that and superheroes to IDW and My Little Pony?
Well, artists are kind of like actors. Anything that comes down the pike, we will figure out how to do it. And when an editor says, say, do you know how to draw Deadpool? And your brain goes, no, you do not know how to draw Deadpool. Yes, I know how to draw Deadpool. And you go home that night and you learn how to draw Deadpool. Because that's how this industry works. You have to be able to draw whatever comes along. With DC, Marvel, Innovation, Image, any other company that I've worked with, it's all on what's in the script. What do they need from me to do the job? And I just do whatever the pencil tells me to do. So.
Now, do you get any input on any of the stories, or do they keep you in the dark until the script is finished?
Six of one, half dozen of another. It depends on the writer. It depends on the book. Usually, the books that I'm working on are usually all under the same writer, Katie Cook. She and I started the book together. And a lot of times she will tell me an idea that she has, and we'll kind of bounce ideas off one another. But the script really that's her ballpark. She pretty much controls it. When I get it, if there is something that I feel doesn't work in the flow, like a page is 6 panels, but I think it would be better with 5. That's kind of in me. That's in my ballpark now. And like all the references and everything that everybody goes looking for, all the Easter eggs that I'm known for, that's all me. Very rarely is something in the script. That's kind of what I do to entertain myself when I'm doing the book. That's what keeps it fun for me. So the script, some writers I get a little say, some I don't. But once it's in my hands, if there's something that I feel needs a change, I address it.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about any other projects you might have coming down the pipeline, be it MLP or something of your own?
I can, after this. With MLP, I've got other stuff coming. Stuff that I really should be at home working on, but that's every con. But I can't really say what's coming. The only thing that I know of that's not quite out on the shelves yet that people know about is IDW has gotten the rights to ROM.
Really?
Yes. And they are doing a great big push with it. They're really, really promoting the character. For those of you that don't know, ROM was a toy in the late 70s, early 80s that became a comic book series for Marvel. It became a very, very popular character, and the rights have been tied up for a long time. And IDW has him. And to introduce him, all the covers for IDW's books, I think it's next month, are all ROM related.
Okay.
So I did a cover with ROM and the ponies.
Awesome.
But aside from the ponies, Katie Cook and I are working on a creator-owned series.
Really?
It's not ponies. It's something completely, radically different. We've been working on this for quite a while. Unfortunately, with our schedules, it's kind of a dram and a dram here and there. And we're about to start getting our feet wet on it. Our editor is kind of pushing for it, and she's got synopsis, and I'm starting to work on character sketches, so that's coming.
One last thing here, because as I told you a few days ago, you were the inspiration for a panel of mine called Defending Equestria Girls, and you actually made it clear to fans that Equestria Girls was Brony's fault. Can you actually tell them a little bit about that?
Fault might be a strong word.
Okay.
However, it was due to fan influence. And, when Equestria Girls came out, it has met much more embraced than it was originally.
Yeah.
But when the idea first came, people just rebelled against it. They hated the idea of humanized ponies. But in all honesty, that came from fan artwork and fan fictions and things along those lines. Hasbro does pay attention. And no kidding, they have folders of stuff that they have. All right, they're paying attention to what the fans are looking for, because that's their business. That's how they make money. This is about making money. So when they saw that a lot of fans were drawing humanized characters, they were like, well, we can do this. And it also covers, it is a new marketable item related to a franchise that is already popular, and it helps us compete against a franchise that is taking a bit of market share, Monster High. So it covered a lot of bases, and they said the fans obviously want this. Look at all this artwork that we've collected from the internet. So it was fan inspired. And if people don't believe that, go look at toys on the shelves right now of ponies with silkscreen socks on them. I don't get it, but somebody out there likes ponies wearing socks. Again, they've paid attention. They see all this artwork of pony wearing socks. They start producing sock wearing pony toys. So they do look. They do pay attention.
Andy, thank you so much for this interview. It's been a pleasure to see you. All right, this is Justin Sprower. Until next time, I'll see you at the con.